Another organization that gives so much to families in need this holiday season is the Salvation Army. The Red Kettle campaign has become an iconic part of the holiday season. And joining us now is Major Bob Lloyd, who is the Portland Metro Coordinator. Hi, Bob.
Thank you, Lacey. It's great to be here. And I'm glad you mentioned toys because we're heavily involved in preparing to help children with toys. Last year, we did over 4,200 kids with toys. This year, we're probably going to hit 5,000. So we appreciate your help with the toys. That's awesome.
Of course. Is that part of the Angel Tree program?
That is exactly what the Angel Tree is.
Tell us about that.
Well, people can go to saangeltree.org and they can apply to receive toys for their families. And again, last year, we helped a lot of people. This year, some of the zip codes have already kind of hit their limits, so we're looking at trying to work on that. But we anticipate helping a good 5,000 kids with toys this year.
And so the kids make their wishes, right? And then shoppers can go and pick a child that they might be interested in shopping for and get them what's on their wish list.
That's right. The parents go to that website and they can express the interest that their kids have. And sometimes children have developmental disabilities. There's a lot of issues, so we try to make sure that we match up appropriate toys for those children. And we couldn't do that without the help of the public and KGW.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go back and talk about the Red Kettle. I mean, those ringing bells are so iconic this time of year. So yes. How did that program get started?
Yes, the Silver Bells. We sing songs about it. And back in 1891, there's a Salvation Army officer in San Francisco that wanted to feed about 1,000 people, didn't have the resources. So he just put a pot, basically, out on the harbor and asked people to make donations so that he could feed people. And it was received so well that within the next 6-8 years, it had spread across the Salvation Army units throughout the United States. And we've been in Portland since 1886, and since the turn of the century, we've been ringing bells, and that's our largest fundraiser of the year, and it supports all the work we do throughout the year.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of that other work, because you also have food pantries, food boxes.
That's right. You know, we're helping people throughout the year, not just in November, December, when we seem to get all of the attention. But we do have a large domestic violence residential program. We have a large veterans family residential program. We do work with people who are experiencing homelessness. We have food pantries throughout the 3-county area, actually throughout Oregon. So we're helping people 24/7, 365 days a year, not just on Giving Tuesday, you know, not just in November, December when we get a lot of attention, but throughout the year we are helping our neighbors who are struggling.
Yeah, but why is Giving Tuesday and this season of giving so important to you?
Well, Giving Tuesday is really helpful for us. Not only is it an opportunity to share our story, but this year Walmart is actually matching donations up to $1 million. So if you go to salvationarmyusa.org and you click on Giving Tuesday, Walmart's going to match donations up to that $1 million mark. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, that's great. So I hope you don't mind me saying this, but you've been working at the Salvation Army for 30 years.
Yes.
So I'm sure that you've got some stories. I don't know. Does something really stick out to you this time of year with maybe some families you've helped or something?
Well, there are families that are really struggling to decide what bills they're going to pay. We encourage people to pay the rent. Please don't lose your housing, and we can come alongside you and help with food. We can help with toys. But every year we have parents who are struggling to make these tough decisions, and we want to be there. We want to help. We want to make sure that every child feels special on Christmas morning and that no children are forgotten. We actually have a gentleman out in Washington County who has already identified about 20 families living in their cars who have children, and we're going to make sure that they get toys Christmas morning. But try to imagine being a small child in a car or a pickup truck and having somebody come and give you a toy. It's a challenging thing, but we want those children to feel special no matter what their circumstances are.
Sure. I mean, just a little bit of joy on that Christmas morning.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have a woman that came to our veterans program. She's a veteran. She's got 5 children. They're living in a rented U-Haul truck. Try to imagine what their Christmas morning is going to look like. And those are the people that we try to come alongside and make a difference for year-round.
Well, I appreciate you sharing those stories. It really, helps people, I think, envision who they're giving to when they are donating to the Salvation Army and the other groups that we've had on this day. So real quick, locally, how can people make that donation if they're interested?
Locally, people can just go to the screen, the information on the screen, or they can go to salvationarmyusa.org and click on Giving Tuesday. And again, Walmart will match those donations.
Awesome. Bob, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Lacey.